Hi, welcome to this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it'll be another profitable day for you. Monday, August 7th, Major League Baseball slate. Just a reminder, 4 teams we fade or follow: Cubs, Dodgers, Blue Jays, Royals. First game today is going to be Dodgers, Padres as they wrap up that series. On that one, Gonsolin versus Lugo. And for some reason, the Dodgers are still a dog. I understand Gonsolin has not been lights out as of late, to say the least, but Lugo hasn't been so fantastic or unhittable either. So we will take Dodgers today, money line plus 1.5, -1.5, -2.5, and -3.5. We'll take the Dodgers, Padres over a half a run first inning. Dodgers over the 4.5 team total. Dodgers plus a half, first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Rosario and J.D. Martinez and Will Smith over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Rosario, Freeman, Martinez, Betts, and Smith all over 1.5 total bases. And Rosario, Freeman, Martinez, Betts, and Smith the home run. So to go over that early game, the Dodgers and Padres today. Dodgers money line plus 1.5, -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run lines. Dodgers, Padres over half a run first inning. Dodgers over 4.5 team total. Dodgers plus a half, first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Rosario, Freeman, Martinez, Betts, and Smith all over their hits, runs, RBIs. Rosario, Freeman, Martinez, Betts, and Smith all over 1.5 total bases. And Rosario, Freeman, Martinez, Betts, and Smith the home run. Next game up, Cubs go out to New York to play the Mets. And as bad as the Mets have been playing, I understand Senga's pitching and Smiley's pitching. Senga probably been the best starter for the Mets all season long, and Smiley one of the worst for the Cubs. But the Cubs' bats have also been on fire. So we are going to take the Cubs today in a dog, as the Mets seem to be in the skid ever since the sell-off at the trade deadline. Call it what you want, but that's what it was. Cubs money line plus 1.5, -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Cubs, Mets over half a run first inning. Cubs over the 4.5 team total. We're also going to take the Cubs plus a half, first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Drew Smiley's been struggling, but he does strike people out, so we will take the over 4.5 strikeouts. Then we've got Swanson, Tauchman, Candelario, Alonso, Bellinger over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So Bellinger, Swanson, Tauchman, Candelario, and Alonso over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Bellinger, Swanson, Candelario, Tauchman, Alonso over 1.5 total bases. Bellinger, Swanson, Candelario, Alonso, and Tauchman to hit home runs. We did throw Alonso in there because he does hit Smiley extremely well, and he normally crushes left-handed pitching. So we did throw Alonso in there, as we think he could be the guy in the lineup that does some damage. Make this like a 6-3 game, something to that effect. Like 7-3 game, something to that effect on that end. I don't expect the Mets to get shut out against Smiley in the bullpen. So the Cubs are definitely going to have to put up some runs, which leads to the over 4.5 team total, so on and so forth, if they're going to win the game. Next game up for us is going to be Red Sox, Royals. Royals had a 7-game win streak, finally lose 2 in a row to the Phillies. The Phillies just had way too much offense, and Salvi goes out in the middle of that game yesterday. Just leads to bad things. And then Bobby Witt, for some reason, they sat him and didn't bring him in to play designated hitter or nothing in that spot. And he's not hurt. So I understand giving the kids rest, but this is baseball. That's why they call it the grind. So Reagans, who had a fantastic time last time out going against Brian Bello. We do like the Red Sox today, even though they've been in a serious skid. I think that the Royals are about to hit their skid again after having, that 7-game success. So we will take the Red Sox today. They are a heavy favorite, though, right around the -200 mark. -1.5, -2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Red Sox, Royals over a half a run first inning. Red Sox over the 5.5 team total. And then Red Sox minus a half a run first 3, first 5 innings. -1.5 first 7 innings. And then we like Belbo over 5.5 strikeouts. We like him over 17.5 outs and to win the game on that one there. Then we're also going to take Justin Turner over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yoshida, Devers, and Ref Snyder over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then we're going to take Turner, Yoshida, Devers, and Ref Snyder over 1.5 total bases. And then Turner, Yoshida, Devers, and Ref Snyder to hit home runs. So in that Red Sox-Royals game, Red Sox money line minus 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Red Sox-Royals over a half a run first inning. Red Sox over 5.5 team total. Red Sox minus a half first 3 and first 5 innings. Red Sox minus 1.5 first 7. Belbo over 5.5 strikeouts over 17.5 outs and to win. Turner over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yoshida, Devers, and Ref Snyder over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Turner, Yoshida, Devers, and Ref Snyder over 1.5 total bases, and that same foursome for a home run. Last game of the day for us is going to be Blue Jays Guardians. Guardians have been in a serious skid. I don't know why they traded Savali. I'm still in, they had a good chance to win the division. They're still in the mix of it, but I think they feel like maybe they can't do it. Just the offense isn't there this year. Jinru versus Gavin Williams, the youngster for the Guardians. They've been pulling Gavin pretty early, haven't let him really touch that near that 100 pitch mark, and that tends to be like in foursome innings, so you're playing a lot against the bullpen. The Blue Jays bats definitely woke up over the weekend playing the Red Sox, and we're hoping to see that continue. The Blue Jays are a small favorite, even though Jinru got rocked his first time out this season, but we're hoping it was just the first time out, and the second time he settles down a little bit. Blue Jays money line minus 130, roughly where we got it. Blue Jays minus 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Blue Jays Guardians over half run first inning. This is probably going to have to be the Blue Jays, as the Guardians tend not to score in the first. Blue Jays over 4.5 team total. Blue Jays minus a half first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Jinru over 15.5 outs. Vlad Guerrero, Davis Schneider, who's been on fire, his first 4 games up. George Springer, Whit Merrifield, all over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Schneider over half a total base, and Springer, Guerrero, and Merrifield over 1.5 total bases. And then Schneider, Springer, Guerrero, and Merrifield to hit home runs. So run over that Blue Jays Guardians game again with you. We've got the Blue Jays money line, run line minus 1.5 through 3.5. Blue Jays Guardians over half a run first inning. Blue Jays over that 4.5 team total. Also the Blue Jays minus a half a run first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Jinru over 15.5 outs. Guerrero, Schneider, Springer, Merrifield over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Davis Schneider over half a total base. Springer, Guerrero, and Merrifield over 1.5 total bases. And then Schneider, Springer, Guerrero, and Merrifield to hit home runs. Make sure you do check out the comment section on this YouTube video, as you will see a link to the Google Sheet, which will have all of our plays, past, present, and future, how we've done so far this season, and then what we've got going on also on our future bets. Some have paid out already. Some are going to be, some are definitely going to not pay out on that retrospect. But as the Diamondbacks continue to slide, we continue to hope make season-long money. So we did want to thank you for joining me on this episode, and if you could make sure to subscribe to the channel, you'll make sure you get the information first so you can match them up along with your bets, and hopefully you can have lots of winners today. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.